You can build the most elegant, beautiful, technically advanced platform in the world, but without executive buy-in, it's just an expensive monument to engineering excellence that actually just delivers zero business value. So without leadership support, what we often see in platform engineering initiatives is that funding dries up and you can't build or innovate without the funding to back it. We also see a lot of teams that get stuck in what I like to call evaluation hell. They're just continually trying things out and figuring out what direction they want to go without actually trying to prove any value. This often leads to engineers burning out. They build scattered features. No one adopts the platform as a whole. And what ends up happening is everything just falls apart. We've seen some amazing platform attempts, though at the same time, it's not all doom and gloom. For example, Sixt, the platform they built enabled them to go from 2 deployments per month to over 112,000 per year in less than a decade. They have 100% adoption. But how did they get there and why? Realistically, it really is about constant executive commitment and sponsorship to this project that really helped it take off. As engineers, we are programmed to talk in technical language. So we'll always talk about things like YAML or Kubernetes, operators and agents, but executives don't care about this. This doesn't matter to them, and frankly, it doesn't need to. What they really care about is things like return on investment, risk, cost, talent retention, and your position as a company in the market. So you need to try and translate, go from we deployed a Kubernetes operator to we reduced on-call incidents by 60%. Your CFO cares about cost savings. Your VP of engineering cares about faster and safer deployments, and your HR people care about retention because rehiring is expensive. So make sure that you speak the language of the executive person you're talking to or the leadership team member in order to really answer the question, why should I care? And a pro tip for you, throw your company's annual report into ChatGPT or Claude or whichever AI you prefer to spot executive priorities. Maybe it's something like AI, it's ESG, it's retention, it's all sorts of different things that, if you hadn't read that deeply, you wouldn't be able to pull out. But if you can tie your platform into one of those, you'll be really set up for success. So what does buy-in really look like then? Well, it's not just budget approval from a leadership team. It's also active and ongoing sponsorship and engagement. There's some signs of weak buy-in that you should really be aware of when it comes to platform engineering. And this is where a platform team, for example, continually gets trapped in ticket ops. It doesn't matter what you do, you just can't get out of this cycle. There's also something to be said about duplicate platform efforts across an organization. So if multiple platforms start spinning up without some sort of unifying reason why or some sort of factor that ties them together, this is quite dangerous. It's duplicating not only effort, but it's also, chances are, not approaching the problems correctly to begin with. We also see burnout and attrition in platform teams when weak buy-in is the scenario. And this is often because there just isn't really a single direction for teams to go, and it's quite frustrating. But there's also signs of strong buy-in to be aware of too. So if you're in this situation, you're really quite lucky. And this is what I mentioned before with this idea of a unified vision, where if there's multiple platforms or multiple things going on inside of an organization that resemble a platform, they have something unified that guides them towards the same output. Maybe it's different business units that have totally different needs, or maybe it's just that there is a unified why for doing platform engineering in the first place. It's also really critical and shows strong buy-in when platform outcomes are tied into OKRs. This shows not only that the platform is doing things and being held accountable to them, but the executive leadership that makes those OKRs and decides on the direction of the company is invested in making sure that platform continues to support the business's success. And it also comes with this fact that these teams that do really well and have strong executive buy-in proudly have wins shown all the way up the chain, not just from developers to managers, but from managers all the way up to senior leadership. So there's some practical actions you can take in order to get executive buy-in for your platform engineering initiative. And the first is to frame the platform you're building or have built as a business enabler. It's about improving things like delivery speed or saving money or saving time even, but it's also about employee retention and employee satisfaction. It's about position in the market and having a stronger competitive edge because your teams can actually focus on doing innovative things. Other practical actions you can consider are building a return on investment case. So numbers matter. That's really just the long and short of it. Having provable metrics that show that the return on investment in platform engineering is there and will continue to show over time is very worthwhile. When you're demoing to leadership members, demo outcomes, demo the golden paths and the things that you can achieve. Don't really focus on something like YAML or the underlying technology or look how cool and amazing this architecture is. Before and after will always win in this case, and it really comes down to showcasing improvement and the outcomes that improvement generates, not exactly how you got there. You also need to make sure you're engaging stakeholders beyond your engineering organization. So talk to people in finance, HR, and security, because remember, platform engineering's influence sphere is well beyond just engineering teams. It really touches problems that exist in an entire organization, and it's not this little solo technical bubble. You also need to really make sure you're keeping your platform initiative alive. Regular updates to your executive team or leadership team or other stakeholders is absolutely critical. And you can do this not just through meetings, but also through dashboards that make sense given the context of what that person needs. Graphs, visuals, these sort of things are really useful for leadership team members to show what the platform is doing in the right context, not just tell. Really, when you think about it, the fate of most platforms isn't sealed by technology or engineering excellence. It's actually sealed by executive leadership level commitment. So give your leaders the ammo to look good, not just to their bosses and to the people they report to, so the board, investors, etc., and your platform will have a fighting chance.